look at all that money, yeah, the money that they've spent. Take another look and take some time for him. Don't cut trees for paper, 'cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp. Well, an acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Well, it's time for hemp.
Yes, it is. It is time for hemp. I want to thank you for tuning in to the big broadcast today. I am Casper Leach, and we are focused on this wonderful plant known as cannabis hemp. And I do want to let you all be reminded that anytime you hear the word joint on the big broadcast, we want you to fire up your pipes, your bongs, your vaporizers, and take time for hemp. And speaking of joints, I have a groovy joint host on the program today from up in Canada. He's also a very active individual in the world of media called Pace Network. I'll let my joint host, Al Graham, tell you all about it. Hey, Al.
Hey, how you doing, Casper?
Groovy, baby.
All right. Yeah, a quick little summary, paceradio.net. It is where you'll find the Pace Network, where we are advocating about cannabis as well as psychedelics. You can catch programming 7 days a week, and especially on Sunday when we run almost nonstop from 9 o'clock in the morning to about 11 o'clock at night.
Nice, nice. And I can certainly tell you the content you produce is outstanding, world class. And I would encourage anybody in our audience who's got a couple of minutes to make it a point to check it out. And also, Al Graham, I think you and I both have an agreement when it comes to sometimes when you enjoy cannabis, you get the munchies. And one of the best things to enjoy when you have the munchies is Old Southern fried chicken. And speaking of Old Southern fried chicken, I know an old Southern dude who knows all about fried chicken, and he's down in the bottom part of the United States where Florida rocks and rules the beaches. Al Bird. Hey, Al.
Hi. Yeah, I'm in Southern Florida, Jimmy Buffett land. But I'm a Yankee. I'm not an old Southern boy. They tolerate me down here, and I'm very thankful for that. But actually, folks, this is going to be a little different half hour than you might be used to. You're used to a lot of talking and not a lot of video, maybe. But here we're going to kind of twist it. We're going to do some video, and we're going to talk just a little. So we're going to get on with this. And the exciting afternoon or morning you are about to spend with us is all about chickens.
Yeah, exactly. It is about chickens. It's about the Reefer Roasters. And
that's it. Reefer Roasters. Yeah, chickens.
Reefer Roasters. Now, what would Reefer Roasters be about?
Chickens. Yep. That have been roasted. And fed. Oh, yeah, that's the detail, aren't you? Yeah. These are the little guy chickens, and they grew up, they die, and they were fed hemp seed. That's it.
They were fed hemp seed, and that's
hemp seed, yep. And you'll see in this, the hemp seed, the characters involved, these are all real people, and I'll explain to you who they were as they come along, but the instigator of this was a medical doctor, PhD buddy of mine, now gone, named David Bush. You'll see him with a beard. They call him Skippy. One of the first talks that you get, pay attention to that, man. That's George McMahon. He was one of the 8 guys that joined with me to form Patients at a Time. He was his cannabis was coming at the time and always did from the federal government. because George had a terrible paw problem, physical problem, and it helped him greatly. Anyway, that's all in my book for country and cannabis. But let's go to the chickens, because I think you'll really enjoy this. Pay attention. It's true. It's funny. It involves the cops. It's just kind of cool.
It is. It is. Now, just so everybody knows, we've created. It's one whole length long movie, but we've created 5 clips, and as Al mentioned, he'll give a little bit of information about the clip after we run it. So let's get started. This first clip will have a bit of an introduction, let everybody know what's going on, and like Al said, we'll hear from George. So here we go.
Well, you know Skippy went down to the farm with 10 pounds of hemp seed under each arm. His feet a moving, his mind a clicking. He was gonna feed that hemp seed to a chicken. Well, the chicken couldn't get enough. Eating that hemp seed and not that other stuff was the damnedest thing that farmer ever saw. Those birds got so damn big, we took them to a barbecue sponsored by the pig. Meat inspector blown away. He was even sad to say, it's not much of me being a boaster, but I'd eat that reefer roaster. But we ain't even breaking the law. Reefer roasters, don't get you high. Reefer roasters, I'll have a thigh. Reefer roasters, juicy and hot. Reefer roasters, not just pot.
Fellow sent me a report written by the Birdman of Alcatraz, claiming it was the best. It was the best singing food for canaries that there was, and that it was literally the best food birds could get with hemp. I'd already heard in Europe that they had used it to feed chickens and thought it was a good deal, and it apparently, their study said it made their chickens fat and healthy. So it went from there until my friend decided to raise some and invited me to come to a barbecue. Wow! A policeman's benevolent organization through a really nice barbecue. Excuse me. And the Reefer Roasters went, and there were chickens raised here on this farm by some friends of mine, specifically for that, and they were fed this really healthy diet, and these were great chickens. That when we took them when we took these chickens to the location, the first thing they had to have done was they had to be inspected by a meat inspector. The inspector's remarks were to the effect, this chicken meat looked so healthy that he had not seen meat like that in 15 years, and he'd been a meat inspector for 20-something.
Well, listen, that's a clip, and I'm here just to give you a little brief of that. That gentleman that did the speech there and understood that, hey, we fed him hemp seeds, and we had it all FDA inspected, and the inspector said, this is the best piece of meat I've seen in 15 years or something. We're not making this up, so you keep paying attention. That was George McMahon. He was one of the 8 guys that came with me with Patients at a Time. He was got his pot from the federal government. Terrible quality. Don't get me going there. George used it to go from being a cripple. I've seen him ride a bike for a mile. And he did it on purpose to show me I can do this. So, great guy. So we're going to keep going. So now we got the chickens. They're in Iowa somewhere.
All right.
Now we're gonna see. Okay, there they are. Now what?
Now we're going to hear from the people who raised the chickens and what it
was
was like during the process.
Yeah, these are friends of theirs. Friends
Correct.
of somebody's. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Ben and Sylvia Olson, farmers in Pocahontas, Iowa, raised the chickens for the Reefer Roasters project.
Well, Skippy originally called us up, and he wanted somebody to raise some chickens for him. And I said, I don't know anybody, and I'm really not too interested in raising chickens myself because I had enough of chickens when I was a kid. So
I said, Skippy, there's got to be farmers in your area. Find one who will raise you some chickens. No, I don't want anyone here anyway.
Well, about the third time in as many weeks that he called, why I finally said to Skippy, well, listen, it's quite a lot of work to mess around with a few chickens to raise for this project and everything. So how much money are you willing to offer somebody to do this project? And he said $500. And I did a double take and said sold. And at that point, we tried to get some other people involved in doing the project, and as long as we were doing it, we thought we'd just as well do it up with enough chickens to make it worthwhile. So, they were fed. Skippy provided hemp seed that he bought from the Ohio hempery, and it was shipped here direct from the hempery. And we fed the chickens the hemp seed from the time that they were out of the crates when we brought them.
When they were babies, we ground it up in like a coffee grinder.
Yeah. Oh, they loved it
just
from
like
day
a powder.
one.
And then as they got bigger, they could handle it.
Yeah.
Just whole seed. That is that's like candy, I think, to them. Or like, imagine your favorite food in one pile and everything else in the other. They would always go for their favorite, which was the hemp.
Oh, look at this. The feeder is now occupied with half hemp seed, and these chickens are going crazy with it on the hemp seed half. Now, you think they don't know what's going on. You're wrong.
No chickens, Rasha. No.
Dad.
Yeah.
Trying to make them go around from one side to the
Yeah, I'll tell you, they really do
disappointed when
focus on the hemp seed when they see it, man. It's like, wow, I'm going to get some of that before it gets away.
Wow, Al Bird, tell me, I can't remember. Who was the Ohio hempery?
Don E. Wirtschafter.
Oh my gosh, I remember. Oh yeah, he was a hero.
Absolutely. Another big pilgrim in this thing, another one of the pioneers. He set up the hempery. It was the first modern hempery in the United States in Ohio, and it was basically a museum. But Donnie would he could import seeds from somewhere. Now these were cannabis seeds, but they were radiated. So they theoretically didn't lose any nutritional value, but they would sprout. And Donnie brought those in, sold them to Skippy, or gave them to him probably. And those were the seeds, and Donnie Wirtschafter. He's also in this book, another book that I produced, Cannabis in Medical Practice. And Donnie produced a chapter in there on hemp seed nutrition, which Dr. Skippy Bush read, and I'm convinced that's where the idea for this Reefer Roasters came from Don's work. Anyway, great guy, good friend, still with.
And I've got to say, this little video too. Those chickens are going for that hemp seed the same way. It does. Watching them do that's like watching members of Congress go for lobby money.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, let's move on. Now they've been fed. Now, unfortunately, this is a true story. These chickens will die.
Correct. So now we know they're going to be fed hemp seed and all that. So let's find out what the meat is like. Here we go.
A very large hemp-fed chicken was brought out of the freezer for dinner.
Yeah, this is one of our bigger birds, and he weighed
5.5
pounds. And that is a fine-looking chicken.
It's really a rich-looking color.
Yeah. When we took the birds out to Washington, D.C., and
see it through the frost.
They had to be inspected for the contest, the barbecue contest, the guy that the USDA man, the inspector, came around and we opened up the carton for him. He looked in and took one look, said, "Wow, that's, you know, yeah." It was like, close it up, it's fine, no problem, right, George? It's been in the freezer, and we're going to go out and barbecue chicken. So I just thought I'd bring it out here and show it to you. This is part of the breast right there. It's really pretty meat. I really like the dark color to it, and the isn't that pretty? Yellow fat in there. It's a nice looking piece of meat. We'll see how it tastes in a little while.
Okay.
We're going to put this on the fire out here at the fire pit, get the fire going here in a few moments, and we'll have barbecued chicken like we'll all love it. Excuse the sunglasses, but I gotta wear them to cut the heat from this fire. So we'll put on some chicken. Whoa! Guess that's that oil coming off from the marinade. Oh, okay. Well.
Okay, you want another plate?
So there we are. They cooked the chicken, and you saw the meat. He was describing it, how the color, the fat. I haven't seen that in a long time myself. And then, guy's got a great fire pit. Right. Unfortunately, we can't taste it. So what we need to do is go further into this story, because this wouldn't be a story unless they took us someplace to taste it. And you heard George earlier talk about this benevolent association in Washington, D.C. I don't know if that's even possible, but we'll just leave it alone. This is a police benevolent association, which you'll see it equates to the DEA.
Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
We're getting
Here we
serious
go.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, here it comes.
Chicken was getting done. All sorts of people were coming over to the tent, reading the literature, examining hemp products, while marijuana leaves fluttered in the breeze. Everything was going well. And then the narcs showed up. After all, this was a police event, and the visit was friendly. No arrests were made, and this time they paid for the hemp products they took.
Kid, grab one.
What? My present to you.
Just remember, don't try to smoke it.
George McMahon, the chief chef for the Reefer Roasters project, suffers from nail patella syndrome and is one of the only 8 medical marijuana patients currently receiving government-grown marijuana as part of the government's compassionate use program.
the rumor that we're ahead in every category.
Hemp-fed chicken.
What?
Hemp-fed chicken.
Yeah.
Come on, try just one taste.
The barbecue sauce is made with a hemp oil mist, hemp seed oil mist.
It's no THC, it's okay. It's a good piece of chicken.
I don't think pot would. Marijuana is good medicine. Marijuana is good medicine. That's right. Marijuana.
Right there, boys. That will do it.
Let's get high on pork. All right, what happened? What we got here?
Wonderful, Skippy.
Above and beyond the Call of Duty.
Damn, we don't have any film left.
We smoke them. Yeah, and we smoke them too.
The Metropolitan Police has thanked DC Normal for growing Reefer Roasters on hemp seed and cooking them for the barbecue battle judges. I'd call that a nice outcome.
Really?
We're building good relations with the community police.
Yeah.
I can certainly tell you, Albert, it is nice to spend time with old friends again. It's like having them, it's like being at a picnic with them and then heading off to a hemp fest. Seriously, whoever did the filming of this presentation did an amazing job. I feel like I'm hanging out with old friends, enjoying good times.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed this, and that's why I wanted Skippy gave me this video before he passed on, and I've always wanted to do something with it, and this is it. I wanted you to remember Skippy Bush and George McMahon and the other people in that whole arena there that we showed you, and remember that this is 1994. You know, it was 30 years ago. A couple of things that got to me is seemed a lot friendlier then. Almost everybody in the film had a waist. Just a little dig. But they won. See, they got the first prize. Even the DEA had to say 30 years ago, this is pretty good stuff. And so the other thing we've been focusing on at Time for Hemp is nutrition. And again, you see how good that chicken was? Well, if you eat a chicken that looks that good, it's got to be good for you. If you eat a beef cattle that have been fed grass and hemp, just think what it could do for you, because it's going to do good things for that cow. And here's a background. We got to go. Here's your background. If you go into the local store, the grocery store right now to buy birdseed on the counter, 3-pound bag, 5-pound bag, you look at that. There'll be hemp seed on the list. There will be hemp seed on that list. Bird seed, even now today, has hemp in it, and it never has been taken out. When marijuana was taken out of the pharmacopoeia basically in 1937, it was specifically left in that hemp seeds would remain in birdseed. That was the only exception. So here we are, Reefer Roasters. I hope you enjoyed it. And there's 2 or 3 heroes in that video that we wanted to let you know are out there someplace.
Yeah, and it was so nice to see them walking around and having a good time and laughing and spending time with their family and friends. And it was like spending a day with them. Don't you think so, Al Graham?
Yes, exactly. And that's what I liked about the festival scene. You got to be there, being part of it, seeing it and feeling it. I was going to the music there. I was enjoying it.
There's some good tunes there.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. We are down to the end of the wire. So everybody get Al Burns' book right here. Is like for country and cannabis, and make it a point to go to the Pace Radio Network, Pace Network up in Canada, and do visit timeforhemp.news. Lots of free downloads, and help us raise the voice of the cannabis hemp movement and let everybody know how important it is to take time for hemp.
Look at all that money, yeah, the money that they've spent. Take another look and take some time for him. Don't cut trees for paper, 'cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp. Well, an acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Well, it's time for hemp. Throughout Earth's history, hemp has been used, no mystery. Hemp was legal to pay your taxes for more than a century. Check your faxes. The founding fathers make sense to me. It's time to grow hemp legally. Think of all its uses. It's money that's well spent. Right now, no excuses. It's time for hemp. Sustainable green industry, that's our intent. A better place this world will be. It's time for hemp. Fuel and food and clothes and soap, housing, cars, yeah, cars, no joke. Henry Ford built a car of hemp. It's time for us to do it again. People be employed with balanced farming as it's meant. Right now, it's time for hemp. Hemp is a true necessity for the wealth and protection of this country. These are words of Jefferson Thomas. He grew hemp, why not us? It's time to lift the hemp ban. It's time to lift the hemp ban. Yes, we can. I know we can. We can make a difference. Yes, we can. Yes, I know we can. We can work together and lift the hemp ban. Look at all that money. Yeah, the money that they've spent. Take another look and take some time for hemp. Don't cut trees for paper, 'cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation. Yeah, it's time for hemp.